Welcome to the online session of Power Plant Engineering. My name is Vishal Acharya. Today we will discuss about the types of jet engine continuum and rocket engine and last terminology regarding to jet engine. First is turboprop engine. Turboprop engine for relatively high takeoff or for low speed application. Turboprop engine are employed to accelerate the secondary propellant stream, which is much larger than the primary flow through the engine. The relatively low work input per unit mass of the secondary air can be transmitted by the propeller through the ducted fan could be used for this purpose. A propeller is generally lighter compared to the ducted fan. Could be also be used for this purpose. Propeller is generally lighter compared to the ducted fan engine with the variable pitch. It is capable of a wider range of satisfactory performance here. In a general, the turbine section of the turboprop engine is very similar to the turbojet engine. The main difference is the design and arrangement of the turbine. In the turbojet engine, the turbine is designed to extract only enough power from the high velocity gases to drive the compressor, leaving the exhaust gases with sufficient velocity to produce the thrust required to the engine. The turbine of turboprop engine extracts the power from the gases to drive both the compressor and the propeller. So here main difference is propeller. Only a small amount of power is left as a thrust. Usually turboprop engine has two or more turbine wheel. Each wheel takes the additional power from the jet stream. With the result, the velocity is jet is very decreasingly. In shown figure, the turboprop engine, the air enters the diffuser as in turbojet and is compressed in the compressor before the passing through the combustion chamber. The compressor in the turboprop is essentially an axial flow compressor. The product of the combustion expands in a two-stage or multi-stage. One stage of the turbine drives the compressor and the other drives the propeller. Thus, the turbine expansion is used to drive both compressor as well as propeller, and the less energy available from the expansion in the nozzle. Due to the lower speed of propeller, a reduction gear is necessary between the turbine and the propeller. About 80 to 90% of available energy in exhaust extracted by the turbine by rest about 22 percentage. Contribute the thrust by increasing the exhaust jet velocity. Here total thrust produced by the jet thrust plus the propeller thrust. Here the turbojet engine combines the high takeoff thrust, good propeller efficiency of the propeller engine at the speed lower than the 800 km per hour also, and the small weight, lower frontal area reduce the vibration and noise of the turbojet engine. Its operational range between the propeller and the engine is turbojet throughout it can be operated at any speed of 800 km per hour. The power developed by the turboprop remains almost same at the high altitude and the high speed as that under the sea level and take off the condition, because as the speed increases the ram effect also increases the speed or specific fuel consumption increases with increase in a speed and altitude. The thrust developed is very high takeoff and reduces as the increase the speed. Here the general principle of the rocket engine. Rocket engine chemical reaction is used to generate the hot gases in a co-defined space is called the combustion chamber. The combustion chamber as the exit to the construction is called the throat, and the pressure of the hot gases is higher than the surrounding atmosphere. Thus the gas flow out through the constriction and is accelerated. Yes, thrust is the force which moves any aircraft through the. Thrust is the generated by the propulsion system of aircraft. Different propulsion system develop the thrust in different way, but all the thrust is generated through the some application of Newton's third law of motion. For the every action here is equal and opposite reaction. In any propulsion system, a working fluid is accelerated by the system and the reaction to the deceleration produces forces on this system. A general derivation of the thrust equation shows that the amount of the thrust generated depends upon the mass flow through the engine and its exit velocity of the gas. Here, during the World War II, that was the number of the rocket power aircraft built to the explore with very high speed flight, like the X-11A used to the break the sound barrier and the X-15 were the rocket power airplane. In the rocket engine, fuel and source of the oxygen is called the oxidizer and mix and explode in the combustion chamber. The combustion produces the hot exhaust which is the pass through a nozzle to accelerate the flow and the produce the thrust. For a rocket, the accelerated gas is working here. The working fluid is not the hot exhaust produced during the combustion. This is the different working fluid than you find in the turbine engine or propeller power aircraft. The turbine engine and propeller they use the air from the atmosphere as the working fluid, but the rocket uses the combustion exhaust gases in the outer space. There is no atmosphere, so the turbine and propeller cannot work there. This is explained the why the rocket works in a space, but in turbine engine or propeller does not work. There are the two main category of rocket engine, liquid rocket and solid rocket. In a liquid rocket, the propellant, the fuel and the oxidizer are stored separately as a liquid and are pumped into the combustion chamber of the nozzle as the burning occurs. In a solid rocket, propellants are mixed together and packed into the solid cylinder. Under the normal temperature and pressure condition, the propellants do not burn, but they will burn when they exposed to the source of the heat provided by the igniter. Once the burning is started, it produces until the propellant is exhausted with the liquid rocket. You can stop the thrust by the turning of the flow of the propellant, but with a solid rocket, you have not to destroy the casing to stop the engine. Liquid rocket tends to be heavier and more complex because of the pumps and storage tanks. The propellants are loaded into the rocket just before the launch. A solid rocket is much easier to handle and can sit for the year before the firing. Here require the basic terms related to rocket and aircraft propulsion engine. First thrust, second is specific thrust, third is the specific impulse thrust, total impulse, thrust power, propulsive efficiency, thermal efficiency, specific propellant consumption. Here we will discuss why one in detail. First thrust. Thrust is the force that propels the rocket engine with certain velocity. Is known as a thrust. Here the sum of the momentum thrust and the pressure thrust. Our second definition is the specific thrust. Specific thrust it is the defined as the ratio of thrust developed to the mass flow rate of the propellant. Our third definition is the specific impulse. It defined as the ratio of the thrust developed to the weight of the propellant which pass through the rocket engine. 4 is the total impulse. The total impulse is defined as the product of the specific impulse and the weight flow rate of the propellant used. Then thrust power. The power derived from the thrust of the engine is called the thrust power and is given by the product of the thrust and aircraft velocity. Next is the propulsive power. Propulsive power it is the sum of thrust power and power lost due to the energy carried by the exhaust gases. Same for the propulsion efficiency is the define the ratio of the thrust power to the propulsive power and thermal efficiency is defined the propulsive power to the heat supply rate. Next is the application of the jet propulsion. Application of the jet propulsion in shown figure and another application like lethal weapon in research area application, satellites related application, spaceship related application, jet assisted takeoff application, signality and firework display application, booster rocket application, and retro rocket application, etc. Thank you.